Tigers hit the road this week to head up to Stony Brook. We'll preview today's game on the Tiger Lacrosse Report presented by the Green Turtle. Hello again, fans, and welcome to the Tiger Lacrosse Report. I'm your host, Ben Rosenbaum. Towson, after picking up a win here against High Point, are back on the road up to Long Island to take on the Stony Brook Seawolves. And as always, I'm joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Sonia LaMonica. And coach, a tough non-conference schedule continues. Stony Brook, very good lacrosse team. They're coming off a tough loss to number 8 Florida. Stony Brook was third last week. We'll see where they are. Last year, well, let's talk about that first. You've always wanted to play a tough non-conference schedule, and this year's no different. Why do you like playing such a tough non-conference schedule?
It prepares us for conference play down the line, and God willing, tournament play beyond that. But also, you learn a lot. I mean, ultimately, you play tough teams, and to be honest, I've always believed and felt like we have it in us to rise to the occasion, and to be able to, tackle these teams. We've, been ranked a number of times in different seasons. But, the difference between a first, second, or third ranked team in the country and a 20 first, second, or third team in the country is pretty slim, particularly, these days. The game has evolved a lot. A lot of great programs, a lot of great players, a lot of great coaches. So, it's very competitive, and from one year to the next, you just never know where someone might fall in the rankings. So, I think anybody can win on any given day, and that's, the message that I like to give our team, our players, and what I believe in. It's really about our preparation and how we step up and, leave it all out there. But, it does prepare us for what's to come in the season. And
last year, you guys played Stony Brook. They were victorious here at the U, and something I remember specifically about that game was they were very good in transition. They like to get out and run. Allie Kennedy is as good as they come. She has 12 goals on the year so far, and she's kind of the one that will push it for them. And how do you prepare for that if they play the same style, which I'm assuming they are, is when they get out in transition and like to run the ball? Like, you got to be smart. You got to use your speed, and you got to get in the hole. And you got to get your numbers in the hole, because they're deadly. They got great sticks. They got great awareness. They will take advantage, and they will capitalize on a single mistake. So you've really got to be calculated, and not to create offense for a group like this, or else you're going to pay for it. Right. And when we talk about Kennedy, she's someone who, you think about Emily Gillingham, who could take the ball from her own end and take it all the way. Doesn't need to pass it; she'll score on her own. But it doesn't stop with them. Taryn Ohlmiller, and then all the way down, they've got weapons all the way across the board. Yeah, they've got some big players. Obviously, Allie Kennedy is just a fierce athlete. She's explosive, and she's very fast, and she's aggressive. So, we're going to have our work cut out for us with her, as well as Taryn Ohlmiller, their quarterback. The ball goes through her, and she can dish it out, and she can make plays, and she can score goals. So, we're going to really have to be sure that we're doing our jobs defensively, right? That we're all doing our jobs, and we're doing our jobs together. It's going to take a great collective effort. But it will start with getting in and getting numbers in the hole. We do not want to give up transition to a team like this, but we've certainly got to be ready to dig in for 90 seconds on a given possession clock to play great defense, as well as capitalize on the opportunities that we'll work hard for. So we're looking forward to the challenge. Their goalie, Halsall, is giving up 11 goals a game, and something you guys have done particularly well, especially during the High Point game, a lot of your shots were on goal.
Yeah.
Also during the Loyola game, I believe
Yeah.
throughout most of that game, a lot of shots on goal.
Yeah.
So it's kind of for you. You can stay with this team if you just get your shots on goal, because she's not making a whole lot of saves. She's in the low 30%,
Yeah.
30% for save percentage. So if you're getting the shots on goal, you're going to get some success.
Yeah, look, Stony Brook's, they're kind of started coming onto the scene as a defensively known team. They're a zone.
Yeah.
They've had some great defensive players and great goalies. I don't think we're going into this game lightly with this goalie right now. I mean, she's a lefty, which is obviously something you got to prepare for a little bit. As well as, she's going to have a great defense in front of her. So, it's going to take a collective effort just on the defensive end for us offensively to break that down and to convert good shooting opportunities that we want to be able to capitalize on. So, yeah, no question, we want to keep generating good shooting, and I agree with you. I think we've done a relatively good job of getting a good amount of shots off in games. Yeah. I think we're always looking to do more, though.
Yeah, and draw controls will also be huge in this game.
Yeah.
In the game against High Point, it fell in your favor, 14-10. And it's like in any sport, you want the ball as much as you can. So possessions will be huge, especially to stop some of those runs that we were talking about last year, where it's a game of runs.
Yeah.
You want to try to keep that ball in your favor as much as you can.
The draws, it isn't just a technical skill thing, it's a mentality. And, we were talking about that recently too with our group, but there's a mentality when you get back to the draws and to the line, and you've got to be ready to outwork and out-hustle, particularly when there's 50-50 play. So I think we've done relatively well in that regard, and we've got some great players such as Blair, such as Olivia, such as Kerry Thornton, who are just great competitors, and they find ways to get the ball in that draw play. So we will, no question, need our best game yet on the draws against Stony Brook.
All right, the Tigers will take on Stony Brook this Thursday. Head over to TowsonTigers.com to figure out how to follow along. For head coach Sonia LaMonica, I'm Ben Rosenbaum. Thanks for joining us, and as always, go Tigers.